Red Pill Dispensary. All right, we're going to get right to it. Trump is speaking live on Newsmax. I'm going to put it on right now. I don't know if notifications are going to go out for this, but anyone searching my channel, hopefully this will come up. Fourth video in a matter of hours, so I don't know. To show you, I'm not too worried about this. To show, I'm actually at the grocery store right now. I'm sitting outside one of the entrances, but it's one of the blocked entrances because COVID. You only go at one entrance. I don't know if that's the case at all grocery stores. And of course, it's already been because I'm sitting here on the phone and I'm dressed up in my military gear. You guys, yeah, I'll show you guys. You know, I got my, I got my military gear on. So, they're all looking at me. They're all coming out to look at me here. Kind of weird. Yeah, I guess notifications didn't go out. Notifications didn't go out for this. But it's alright. We're still going to play it.
By 2023.
Somebody who's not only his... So the torn...
That he can easily...
Well, gentlemen...
400. Coventry Direct. Redefining insurance.
Ready? Shoot, we don't want to be late. Baby's name is
Stephen Wright. It's Stephen with the PH.
The address.
On the rug, he's...
Definitely recommend them.
We certainly recommend the deal agent now to all of our family, all of our friends. It's just a great experience.
We are not a discount brokerage. These are...
Get TheraWorks Relief today. Available in stores everywhere.
My conversation with President Trump, part 2. There's this new Homeland Security Secretary.
Oh, this is pre-taped. Damn it. I thought it was live. So he's not going to be talking about this.
Secretary named Mayorkas. I saw him on the Sunday shows yesterday. He was weirdly smiling at times. I want to show you a little portion right now. Just take a listen.
The entire system was dismantled by the prior administration. There was a system in place in both Republican and Democratic administrations that was torn down during the Trump administration, and that is why the challenge is more acute than it ever has been before.
He was on all the Sunday shows blaming everything on you and your administration when we know any objective observer knows that this is on Joe Biden's watch and what he did.
Yep. Just like they know I got the vaccine, I got the FDA to do it in 9 months instead of 5 years, or they wouldn't have gotten it. You wouldn't have had it ever, the vaccine. And they said he had the vaccine. But when Biden on January 20th said, no, we don't have a vaccine, he doesn't even know he had the shot in December. Now, we had the vaccine. Now we have actually 4 companies and probably another one coming out soon. All done during my administration, done by me to a large extent because I got FDA to do things that, frankly, they didn't know they were capable of doing. And we got it approved in 5 months, and then they say they try and take credit for that, too. That's going to save the world, frankly. If we didn't have that, this would be another Spanish flu from 1917. But no, I watched him, and I think that he is got to be grossly incompetent. For him to say that, because we had the border, and you know that, we had the border in perfect shape. I made deals. I wasn't giving any money to the triangle. I wasn't, the 3 countries. If you take a look at, and not including Mexico, and with Mexico I was saying tariffs. We're going to tariff if you allow this to happen. And we had it really stopped. But Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador, we had... We gave them $500 million a year for years and years and years, and I stopped it because they wouldn't accept the MS-13 gang members back. They said, "Nope, you keep them. We don't want them." They wouldn't take them back for. They wouldn't take them back for anybody, frankly, including me at the beginning. I said, "Do we pay them anything?" "Yeah, $500 million." I said, "Stop payment." As soon as I stopped payment, Greg, they said, "We'd love to have your MS-13 people back. Please send them back to our country immediately. We would love to have them in our country for the rest of their lives." So anyway, it all worked out well. And with Mexico, I said, we're going to tariff the cars. They took 32% of our car business over the years with foolish leadership and on our behalf. And I tell you what, the president of Mexico is a great guy. We have a great relationship. They gave us 28,000 soldiers on the southern border, our southern border, and it stopped it cold. Between that and now we have almost 500 miles of wall up. and they should finish the wall. It'll take them a month. It took me 2.5 years to get it started because they had so many lawsuits by the Democrats, Congress. Nancy Pelosi, crazy Nancy, she's crazy. And I had so many lawsuits, but we won them. And the wall is almost complete. We did almost 500 miles, and it's had a huge impact. And then for him to say, and we have another policy, stay in Mexico. When they come in, we don't let them in our country. They stay in Mexico until they get approved. Let's put it that way. But not too many were getting approved. And you think it's bad now? Wait till you see what happens in the months to come. Wait till you see what's going to happen during the summer. You'll have numbers like you've never seen before. They already say it's the worst in 20 years, but you'll have numbers like you've never seen before, and it's going to be a disaster for our country. They're destroying our country. And then to watch this guy who doesn't have a clue, to watch this guy get up and say, "Oh yeah, it was Trump's fault." They like to blame everything on Trump, you know, and I guess it works, but we got almost 75 million votes, and so it didn't work too well, and they certainly didn't get what they say they got. So it's a very interesting thing, but they said, let's blame Trump. No, he's incompetent. He's incompetent, and just mark my words, take a look at what's going to happen over the next fairly long period of time, because they might not be capable of stopping it. It's going to be something. When you take a look, even now, you take a look at the thousands of people that are pouring up from South America, Latin America, pouring up into our country, and they don't even stop them. They just let them walk right in. They've totally lost control of the southern border. We had it under total control, as you know.
And, by the way, they're banning media from the border. Hey, by the way, did you see the little skirmish between Dr. Fauci and Senator Paul? Senator Paul has concerns that once you're vaccinated, Dr. Fauci says you should still wear a mask. He calls that theatrics. Yeah. When you were coming up, when you were Operation Warp Speed, did you ever think we'd have to wear masks after we were vaccinated?
Well, Fauci didn't think we were supposed to wear masks, and I got along with him actually very well. I liked him, but he was basically a salesman. And he throws the baseball better than he predicts. That I can tell you about it. And throwing the baseball hasn't been so good. And had I listened to Fauci, we would have never had masks. We would have never banned China. We would have never banned Europe. You know, I banned China, and he was totally against it. I banned Europe when Italy and all the places were having such problems, France. I banned them way early. We would have lost hundreds of thousands of people more. But as you know, they had a projected chart, 2.2 million people. And as you know, nowhere near that. But most importantly, if you look at it, so importantly is the vaccine. Because in 1917, you had a thing called the Spanish flu, where they lost between, nobody knows, but between